Amir Denha is the founder and publisher of the Chaldean Detroit Times, the only bilingual publication serving the Chaldean and Arab community. Aside from his love for soccer, Amir has devoted his life to art, calligraphy, and writing. Circulating since 1990, the Chaldean Detroit Times dedicated over 2 decades of service to the Chaldean and Arab communities. Prior to publishing the Chaldean Detroit Times, Amir Denha was involved in several other publications before moving to the United States in 1967. He published the school bulletin for the Baghdad Education Department.
In 1967, it was the year of changes in my life, in America and the world. Why? Because in 1967, it was the Arab-Israeli war. In 1967, it was the riot here in Detroit, and the Vietnam War, and the changes in the community and the changes in Detroit metropolitan area. And I came here looking and shopping around for the American dream, just like every Chaldean and every Arab American. But I didn't see it. After a while, I saw it and I discovered it. It was working hard, looking for a dream, and fight for it every day, every minute, every time, whether you make it or you don't make it.
Amir was honored by the government education department in Iraq numerous times, especially for his work involving poets such as Khalil Gibran and his associates. In 1973, he volunteered to work with the Chaldean Church to publish a newspaper for the Chaldean American community. This continued until 1980, when His Excellency Bishop Ibrahim formed a committee to publish the official Chaldean Diocese newspaper in America, which Amir actively served on.
I was looking for a dream. I was with a newspaper called Al-Alam Al-Jadid with my friend and my teacher, Joe Antun. I worked very hard with him, and I worked with other newspapers in Detroit metropolitan area at that time, in 67 and 68 and 70s. We worked hard. We were looking for dreams. In the 70s, I started publishing a newspaper with Bishop Germo. And same thing, I worked hard for our club, Southfield Manor. I worked very hard to bring our bulletin there. I worked with several newspapers until I decided to go after my dreams. Again, I was shopping around, but I didn't see the dreams. When I opened my newspaper, Chaldean Detroit Times, it was the accomplishment of my dreams. March 1st, 1990.
Amir has been an integral part of Detroit's business and philanthropic communities for over 40 years as a dedicated business leader, devoted community servant, and supporter of many charitable causes. Throughout his career, Amir received several honors, including recognitions both nationally and internationally. For his exceptional contribution to the American way of life and his commitment and support of multiculturalism in Detroit, Amir was selected as a 2009 Heritage Hall of Fame honoree by the International Institute Foundation in Detroit.
I have known Amir for over 30 years. I met Amir, I remember, when he was really a member of this bulletin committee for the church. And I enjoy reading his, of course, write-up, and he was very active. From there, not long time after, he moved to Southfield Manor, and obviously he was very active as well. And I guess he was, at the beginning, he started writing at the bulletin, Southfield Manor that is, and eventually he was in charge of the whole bulletin, and he used to always have a good mix of activity of the club and members. He cared to put from time to time things to do with the, poetry and interviews with members, non-members. He would touch on politics from time to time, and that was something that I thought was well done.
In the early days, in high school days, Amir had a group. One guy, he was a reporter, and one guy, he was an art. He was doing, art, caricature pictures, and all that. And today, they're all in good position too. They're all reporters for a good newspaper, large newspapers. I understood one of them, he's in Egypt now. He writes articles all over the country. The other one is in Germany, And they all Amir's friend. Amir goes back with the sport. We have too many sport legend. They were a very close friend with Amir. And they used to write articles together. You see them at nighttime over somebody's house, and they keep writing. They make the food and they keep writing. And 2 or 3 days later, you see a small magazine came out of that little group. They always were doing this till he came to America, still doing the same thing. I mean, he was involved with Al Mashriq newspaper, with Hania Touma, and with Mr. Anton's newspaper too. And he's always been, he loves the news, he loves the media, he loves the reporting, and that's Amir. He gave up everything for the newspaper. And God bless him, he's doing good today with his newspaper, the Chaldean Detroit Times.
My favorite page in your newspaper is page number 12, the editor page. You did cover a lot of topics, a lot of issues, and you cover them with dignity, with courage. And also, I used to flip and read page number 12, which is the article page. You put, during all these years, beautiful articles and very fascinating articles. I finished, reading the article. I finished reading the newspaper by reading, the first page in the Arabic section, which is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, page number 14. In general, you did a beautiful job. This job is very hard. I know the journalism is not easy. Not everybody knows, what you've been through. I am in the media business, and I know how much time, how much sacrifice, how much effort, you put during, all these years. I wish you all the success, and keep the good work, and God bless you, Amir.
Because of his love and dedication for the United States, one very touching experience for Amir was being selected by the U.S. Army as the official celebrant for the 200th anniversary in Michigan.
A lady gave me a push and helped me a lot. My aunt, Naima Denha. She told me, I give you any money you want. Keep writing about the pioneers and keep doing a good job for them, because those people, they came here to America and then they went through a lot. To me, it was a lesson, and to me, it was an experience. I started that experience. I wrote about them, and I'm gonna write about them. And my newspaper is a bridge between the old and the new, and between our accomplishment, the Chaldean community, and Detroit metropolitan area. And here's the story.
Recently, Amir was among 39 selected to represent the United States in the Turkish Cultural Foundation Fall 2010 tour.
He earned awards from International Institute, which decided to put his picture at Cobo Hall with famous people of Detroit. And Amir is like brother to me, and he is one of my best friends. I love him and I wish him the best.
I like to commend Amir for his persistence and not giving up on his dream, as Fakhri indicated, on his dream and passion, the newspaper.
Amir, with the great pleasure and admiration, I congratulate you on the success that you have achieved, and that you have achieved your vision of the American dream. I wish you success in the future, and like Dhafar said, I wish you success for another 22 years in this newspaper.
The best of luck, the best wishes for him to continue on this very, very hard task of publishing, editing, delivering, selling, buying, everything about the newspaper. So I don't want to say he's a one-man show, because Hefa would get mad at me because she typed a lot of the articles, but Amir was pretty much the sole dictator of the newspaper, even though he relied on some of us sometimes to get our input and some of our opinion, but the buck stopped with him. So he's the one that no matter what you tell him, at the end, he did what he wants to do.
Denha and his wife Hefa have been married for 35 years with 4 children and 7 grandchildren. All of Amir's family members are still very involved with the Chaldean Detroit Times, as it began as a family business serving the community and has remained that way ever since.